Welcome back to Arise 360. Now, soul food is based on traditions and recipes that are passed down from generation to generation.
And our next guest may be an Alabama native, but he's bringing that flavor to Brooklyn through a little bit of hustle and a whole lot of soul. Chef Lawrence Page, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me. How you guys doing?
Good. Thanks for being here.
Good. Thank you.
Now we have to talk about the premiere party that we attended yesterday in your honor. Because the food was sensational, and that's what you do best.
Yes, I do. I love to cook, and I'm glad you guys got the experience, what we do, and, besides the alcohol, the food, sucked it up a lot,
Exactly.
It was amazing.
And that's one of the great things about the Pink Teacup. Your restaurant, everyone raves about the food.
Yes.
They keep going there. How did you get started as a chef?
My mom.
Ah.
Yeah. My mom taught me the game, but I didn't know I was going to become a chef. This, is something that I didn't do, but I just bought the Pink Teacup. It's been around since 1954. So when I fired my original chef, who was cooking for them, I just said, you know what, I got to learn how to cook.
Ah.
So I just called mom and says, look, I fired my chef. I need to learn how to cook. I need to get in the kitchen.
Wow.
And that's how it started. And then from there, Anna, who's my child's mother that's in the show with me, she started pushing me with the culinary background thing, culinary experience, and started teaching me and telling me to read this and go look at this and try this and try that. And so it just helped me a little bit with food and experience different things,
See, that's the love of a good woman.
I know,
She makes you better.
Support.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Now, we all know that the Pink Teacup was a well-frequented restaurant in the West Village in New York.
Yes.
You bought it and then moved it to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
How
well,
come?
actually, I bought it and moved it around Manhattan a few times before I went to Brooklyn, and I kept failing with it. It was already failing when I bought it. It was out of business, so I lost a lot of millions behind it, trying to keep it going, because then it was an institution. So, but when it failed on 6th and 14th Street, that was my last time in Manhattan. Then I moved it to Brooklyn because I tried Manhattan, we had a good run. I says, all right, let me just try my luck in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn accepted it, and it just graced it, and it just blew up from there.
And one of the quotes in your show was, you said you were talking about moving it to Brooklyn and speaking about the fact that you're a visionary. You knew Brooklyn was going to explode, so you moved it there.
That's right.
Clearly you did it at the right time, because now you have lines going out the door and round the block.
That's right. That was right before the Barclays Center opened, too.
Yeah.
So I was watching the trend. So I moved with trends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, the current trend is your show on We TV, Hustle and Soul. It is hot like fire. Tell us more about the show.
Like Louisiana hot sauce.
Well, say it again.
Right. See? Now, for those that have been living under a rock, break it down for them. Tell them a little bit more about the show.
Hustle and Soul is a reality show. You know what? I hate the word reality, but the people in my show, who actually worked for me, some of them, I can't tell you who's there and who's not anymore. You have to watch season 2. But, restaurant business is the toughest field in the world, and it's a revolving door.
Yes.
So you constantly got a lot of people going in and out all the time. So I'm constantly managing a lot of different people's lives that come through that door. And sometimes they become your family. And sometimes, a guy like me, it's that I'm not with the tough love thing. It's hard for me just to tell you just to leave and you're fired and that's it. I like to give you chance after chance after chance after chance, because I feel like people need chances because of all the things that's happened in their lives. Late for work, okay, I get it. Dog died, I get it. You know what I mean? Things like that. So.
But sometimes it ends to your own detriment, where they're going to start taking advantage of you,
Well,
too.
that's what baby mama came in and says, look, I'm putting my foot down this year because I'm tired of people running over you and you being weak when it comes to these women. You know what I mean? But I'm like, put the brakes on. Just take it easy.
I'm going to have to jump in here and ask you, why do you have so women in your employ?
Say that again. I want to make sure I hear that question right.
Get the question right.
There's literally only 2 other men, and they're twins. They come as a package deal.
But yeah.
And you say it yourself, the fact that you love the ladies. Why are there so many females there?
Because women you guys are very smart and strong, right? You know what I mean? So
that.
I like
It's true.
I like to surround myself with women because they get the job done. There's no egos. You know what I mean? You tell them, like, look, this is what I need. And the only thing that I'm fighting with is that, wait a minute, this is all women. You didn't look at that part. They're all battling each other for attention and who's going to do this and who's going to do that. And so I didn't realize that, but I knew I can get the job done. We don't have a problem getting the job done. We just have a problem with the arguing, fighting back and forth. And I think I can balance that, and I've been working on it, and it's working. But it's not reality, it's real for us. So when people watch my show, They look at it like, the first season was hot, and the second season they're like, wait a minute. How can it be hotter than the first season? Because it's real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody tries to compare my show with Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? They always say, like, this is the new Love and Hip Hop. And I'm like, I don't want to be compared to Love and Hip Hop because I'm a real chef. I have a real restaurant. I make real money.
Yep.
I have a new restaurant in Miami opening. You know what I mean? So to us, it was all about, taking hospitality as a black chef to the next level, letting people respect what soul food is and how I can, just force and tell people, like, look, soul food is one of those things where you can put your 5-inch or 6-inch heels on and your red bottoms and go to dinner. That's one of the things that I'm pushing with Southern food. So it's working. Besides the drama. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of that drama in first season was created by a lot of the women in the restaurant getting you into trouble. Are you behaving yourself this season? What's going on this season?
He sighed. He had to take a pause. He was like, ooh.
I knew that was coming, right? I mean, you had it on the show, so we had to ask. Look.
I'm praying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gotten better. Me and my, Anna on the show. My child's mother, we're in a better place than we was last year. You know what I mean? She, I'm trying to get back. I think I got back on the couch. She didn't really put me out. I think I put myself out because
she was about to put you out.
Exactly. So I decided to
But we're finding that place right now that I'm a lot better. Okay. I'm not gonna lie.
Love takes work.
I love women. But now I'm better now. Now I'm trying to love one woman.
Good.
Amen.
And it's not easy being a successful man surrounded by all these women like that, and they're single. Yeah, I'm like, but.
Well, I'm just going to take up for Anna because, like you said at the very beginning of this interview, this is a woman that effectively made you the man that you are today.
Yes.
So you better love and honor and respect and cherish her, sir.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing that right now. Yes, and that's what I'm doing right now. I can't make excuses up for what I've done.
Yeah.
And I try to tell everybody else, some of the women in my show, like, look, because I'm nice to you, you're taking it too far, and it's making me look bad now. Because I'm trying to expand as a chef, and keep opening up pink teacups all around the world.
Wow.
But if you guys are going to work with me, respect my relationship, and don't cross that line, even when you see me at my weakest moment.
Yeah.
Don't cross the line with me.
It's important.
And that's hard,
Yeah.
Have you been in that situation before?
Yeah. I think we all have. Look, but that's good that you set the boundaries because it's up to you to make sure that they respect the boundaries because you teach people how to treat you.
Well
so as long as you
That's right. That's right.
Down,
That's right.
I had no trouble.
That's right.
With the most.
That's right.
Yes.
See, but my food's so good, they look at me like, damn.
Now speaking.
He can cook like that.
Speaking of how well you can cook. Okay. All right.
Oh, it's getting hot up in here.
I mean, terrible. Absolutely terrible, you two. But speaking of how well you can cook, you were on the quest to garner the coveted Michelin star when you first opened this restaurant.
Yes.
Have you achieved that, and what steps do you think are necessary in order to get the first soul food Michelin star?
I can get the Michelin star. That's why we're going to Miami right now. So this season is about me expanding to Miami and who's going to be able to help me take that to the next level to be able to open up Pink Teacup on South Beach.
Wow.
So now,
That's a big deal.
Yeah, we have the restaurant now. So now it's like, okay, it's a $4 million build out. So now it's like, guys, we went from 30 seats to 300 seats.
Wow.
So who wants to come with us to help us not only get the Michelin star, but try to, work towards that? I mean, the Michelin star is not really the goal anymore. I think the goal right now is like really, like I said earlier, to push Southern food to the next level, but do it in a beautiful setting. But at the same time, what I have now in South Beach will get you the Michelin star because you got to have the look, you got to have the feel, you got to have the the quality, and it's beautiful. So Michelin star is all about perfection and beauty. You know what I mean?
So who are some of the people that are helping you get there?
Kind of like yourself.
Trying to win the points back.
You'll win those points when I'll watch the next season. I'll see how well you treat Anna, and then you'll win those points.
Tell us quickly about the people that are helping you get to that point of opening up this new restaurant, because this gets confusing. Who got fired? Who didn't get fired? Who's going to the next one?
I could tell you that the same staff from last year, they're there this year, but because it was the pressure and the heat, some people didn't make it, and it broke my heart because I carried them, for a long, long time. You know what I mean? I mean, the pressure of being on TV and the fame now and the restaurant business, and so it's like a lot of people are breaking down. They can't continue to, run with me. But I can tell you that it's going to break America's heart.
Oh,
I can't tell you that. You know what I mean? America's going to be like, I can't believe this.
Oh,
like, why, you know, the non-loyalty is just bad.
Wow.
You know, it's bad, and I think that's where we mess up as a people. I mean, we all family, and we all go through things and argue and fight, and that's why Hustle and Soul is such a great show. You know what I mean? But the thing is that, you know, there's loyalty. You have to understand that word. You know what I mean? Like, besides all us, like, put all that away for a second.
Yeah.
Like last night, the premiere party, it was great. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of, you know, shade going on between the cast members, you know what I mean? But loyalty brought us together, and I think that's what it's about.
That's amazing.
So this year, Hustle and Soul is just going to be like, I think it's probably one of the best reality shows ever made.
I mean, I was watching a few episodes last night, and I was like, what? How did I never hear about this show? I'm the reality show queen.
Yes.
So
Really?
literally,
Really?
I'm heading straight home to binge watch every episode that I've missed.
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you, honey.
Oh, honey, tell me.
Yes, bitch. Because, you know, we were talking about that earlier and how, like, does all this really go down? Is it really that much drama in one
And, like,
restaurant?
how do you separate your own reality from reality TV?
That's the key, and that's the hard part. And people ask me that all the time, like, how do you do that? And I tell them that do trial and error. It's hard. You just got to figure it out and just keep, you know, learning from your mistakes. And when fans come up to you or people talk to you about your cooking, or they say, look, I'm not coming to your restaurant because I don't like that fighting y'all doing there, and that's not right, and I will never support you as a black man.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, calm down. Let me tell my side of the story.
Right.
I come from here, I was homeless, I did this, I did that, so just work with me just a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a balance that you have to find, but you can't satisfy everybody, so I try to tell the people in my show, down to the twins, down to Thandie, you know, the girl with the red, that, you know, in the bathtub scene that America's talking about. So I tell everybody that, you know what, we have to find that balance in order to grow.
Yeah. But do you think that sometimes all the drama and the ratchetness gets overshadowing all the success that you have had in the journey that you had to make it to where you are today?
No. Because we done so well the first year when the show came out, it allowed us to make that money to open up a second restaurant in Miami.
Very true.
And after that, we're going to probably do one, I'm going to do a vegan soul in LA. You know what I mean? So all that drama.
I love that.
Yeah. It's just important. I want to do vegan soul food. So I'm going to take it to the next level.
Wow.
That is next level, because
that.
soul food is known for its reliance upon meat.
That's right.
Like,
That's right. And a lot of people still want soul food. But some, but vegetarians like, I really want it because I grew up off it, but I can't eat it. So now I'm going to bring you vegan soul.
Wow.
I love that.
Vegan mac, vegan chicken. You know what I mean? Just take it to the next level.
I love that.
But to answer your question, no, the drama has not clouded the business and what I do. You know what I mean? I actually love the drama because it keeps me going.
Yeah.
I like to hear it because, I like to fix people's lives. But when it gets too crazy, I'm not a Yala's vent, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But I like to try to help fix their lives.
Exactly.
But that's what's getting me in trouble.
Oh, well. But before you go, we want to help get other people out of trouble. And just tell us a little bit about your journey when you were homeless, how you became homeless, and how you pulled yourself out. Because there may be people that are going through that.
Inspiration.
Yeah, but they aspire to be where you are. So tell us a little bit about that before we go.
From being homeless to a millionaire.
Yeah, it happened to me twice. You know what I mean? I lost $3.5 million, then I lost another $5-6 million, and I lost it with the pink teacup trying to get it going on its feet. You know what I mean? And then I just kept, one thing about this restaurant business, it's a big dark hole. You can keep throwing money and money and money and money and money, and the next thing you know, it's gone.
Yeah.
And there's so many employees and taxes, and it just keeps, and you just keep trying to stay afloat. So what happened when I lost it, I lost my friends. I was flying private, and you know what I mean, flying to LA all the time and putting like 13 or 14 people up in hotels. Like I was living that lifestyle that I always grew up seeing people live. So I said, I want to be like that. But when I lost it all, I just found myself like sleeping in a car.
Wow.
I found myself crashing out on people's couch. And my mother, she's like, you can always come back home. You're not homeless. I'm like, bye-bye.
I don't want to fail.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and she had she was living with my stepdad at the time, and the house is really tiny, so there was no room for me, So I just said, well, I'm gonna keep praying. But I didn't give up. And I made it again, and I lost it again. Wow. And I believe that, I think that's when I found God. You know what I mean, at that time, because I said, why am I keep winning and losing? You know what I mean? So I had to learn from my lessons. So I really, when they said you have to learn from your mistakes, I really started thinking about that.
Yeah.
So this year and last year, I haven't made any mistakes except for with the woman. I'm working on that part.
All right.
I'm
I'll
working
be
on that
watching.
part.
Lord help him.
But look,
Lord give him strength.
if I bought them the condos, my name is still on it, so I can always sell it.
Well, man, you got some collateral.
On
some
that
backup.
note,
Chef Lawrence, thank you so much for coming in. You got to make sure y'all check him out.
You're
Hustle and
hilarious.
Soul.
Hustle and Soul, We
Yes,
TV, Thursday nights,
All right, check
Thursday
him out.
night.
10 p.m.
All right,
You guys
there you
are
have it.
amazing.
Thank you,
You
and
guys
so
are
are you, and
amazing.
so is your food. Check him out at the
Thank
Pink Teacup.
Pink Teacup
as
Brooklyn,
well.
y'all.
Yes.
And we'll be right
Film
back
Miami.
with more Rise Entertainment 360.